Hey guys, it's your girl Noella back with another video for you. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a very interesting yet serious topic that all college students face, and that is choosing our majors. I know, don't even get me started with it. I can't tell you how many times I thought about changing my major, or I questioned or doubted myself if I was actually in the right major. So let me actually tell you a little story. So when I was growing up, I thought I wanted to become a teacher for some reason. I remember that in my room, I would have like little kids come in and I would teach them how to write. They would have like paper and pen or pencil. And it was kind of like a small school. Like in my mind, I was thinking pre-K, oh, I was going to be a teacher. But in real life, students do not really listen to their teachers. And the whole purpose of going into the educational field was because I would be able to teach students and they'll be able to listen to me. But after going through the school system myself and seeing how teachers actually suffer, I was like, no. And I think I also wanted to be a doctor. My dad used to always call me the doctor of the house. And I remember while I was growing up, there was this white coat that hung in my closet. So every time I would see that white coat and I would put it on, and my mom had a stethoscope. So I'll put it around my neck and, I would pretend to be like a doctor. So I was like, okay, I could actually be a doctor. And then I also wanted to be a businesswoman. Like, I would always look at the magazines that those women were in the front of them, the women with their skirt and their hair tucked like neatly in a bun, and their tucked in shirts, their 4-inch heels, and it was just amazing. And I just loved and adored those women on the magazines, and I wanted to go into business. As I got into high school, everything was just like I was not a science student, so just cross the doctor out. So back in Nigeria, either a science student, an art student, or a social science student. So I was a social science student. I was neither an art student nor a science student. So like I said earlier, I wanted to be a doctor, a teacher, and I wanted to be a businesswoman. But now, how could I accomplish all those things together? And so it was just too much that I just gave up hope about finding whatever career path that I wanted to do. Now, fast forward to a couple of years later, I'm in the United States. I enroll at Lynn English High School, and I'm taking all sort of classes. Like, I'm taking EMP, I'm taking biology, I'm taking physics, math, and doing good in them. So I thought maybe, I could actually go into biology and fulfill my dream of becoming a doctor. And I remember in my junior year, I started thinking about what schools to apply to when I graduated high school. Now, come to my senior year, I had applied to so many schools like Emmanuel College, Northeastern University, Wesleyan, Wesley, Simmons, which I actually got in initially, but I did not go. But I ended up transferring there after 2 years at a community college. And instead of being a biology major, I started taking nursing prerequisites. Now, that's another story on its own. But my parents decided that nursing was actually a better fit, or better major, because it provided job security and it is fulfilling and satisfying. Like, you could live comfortably being a nurse. So I went to National Community College and I started taking nursing prerequisites. In my first year at Notch, I decided, okay, I want to actually experience what it is like to be a nurse. And so I took a CNA course, that's a certified nursing assistant course at National Community College. I think it was for a semester. And then you had to take the test. Now the test was 2-part. You had to take the writing, which was multiple choice questionnaire, about 60 questions or so. And then you had to do the practice one, like maybe dress up a patient, put a bedpan on the patient, transfer a patient, or any other activity that you pick out. I passed the exam. I got an interview at the hospital and got the job. I would say that getting that job at the hospital was one of the best decisions I made in my life. Why? Because that made me understand that I really did not want to be a nurse. Like, seriously. Nurses are great. They're superheroes in their own strength. But it was not my field. Like, I enjoyed speaking with patients. I love caring for them. I love hearing their stories. A lot of them have like really wonderful stories. But I just could not stand the fact of cleaning someone's urine and poop for for the rest of my life, or just like saying goodbye to someone when they pass on and having to wash them and clean them and bag them and do all that stuff, because that's your responsibility as a CNA. So there's a lot of things that you actually do not understand just by sitting in class preparing for a job. You actually have to experience it before you decide if you really want to pursue that career. And so getting that job at the hospital was one of the best decisions I made, and I do not regret it. Like, I love nurses, I have nursing friends, I still work at the hospital, but I do not want to become a nurse for the rest of my life. It's not a career that interests me. And so I had taken all these credits, like 2 years worth of classes, and now it's time for me to transfer to a 4-year college. So I applied to Simmons, and then I got into their public health major. Now, public health is very broad. There is not one really specific thing about public health. You can talk about environmental science, policy, health, business, even nutrition in public health. So a lot of people are actually going into these days. And the good thing was that all my credits transferred, like over 60 credits transferred. And that was amazing. That was like a lifesaver, because I did not want to go to a 4-year college and then have to restart all over again. That means I would have wasted time and money, and that's no good. And then I took a course. I would not mention the name of the course, but that course actually just made me rethink my major. But I did not change my major. Instead, I decided that I was gonna do my master's program in nutrition and health promotion. And luckily for me, Simmons offers a 4+1 program where I can complete my bachelor's in public health and then continue with a nutrition and health promotion 1-year master's program. So that's amazing. If you watch this video up to this time, I want to say a huge thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button for more videos. But now let's come to the nitty-gritty of things. I changed my major so many times. While I was at North Shore Community College, I started as a liberal arts student, and then I went on to a health science student, and then I took a 1-year health care technician program, which got me my CNA. What am I trying to say? It doesn't matter if you go into college undecided. Like, if you watch my other video where Rosie talked about going from high school to Pine Manor College and how she finally decided to be a double major. She changed her major so many times. She got into college undecided. And I just want you to know that it is okay. It is okay to go in undecided or to switch your majors. Do not stress about it. Stressing about your major will not make you love it even more. And also, I would say, do not allow pressures from others, especially friends and parents, to influence you in choosing a major that you would not eventually love. I know I'm not gonna love being a nurse. I know if I want to be a nurse, I'm gonna be great at it, because I'm gonna be great at whatever I put my mind to do. But I'm not gonna be fulfilled. I'm not gonna enjoy it. I just want to encourage you, take your time. That's what college is for. Figure it out. If you want to switch your major, if you want to try other courses, it doesn't matter how long it takes you, as long as you figure it out in college before getting out to the real world. And that's why internships and co-ops are extremely important. Even if you can't get an internship, get a job like me. If you want to be a doctor, shadow a doctor like my friend Etienne that I did the video with. She talked about how she went from high school to UMass Boston, and then to North Shore Community College, and then to Salem State, where she finally graduated with her bachelor's in biology. So if you know you want to be a nurse, get into that field. Start working as a nursing aide so you can see what's going on. Like, do you really want to be a nurse? And if you want to be a nurse, that is okay. You don't have to be just a regular nurse on the floor. There are different types of nursing. There's geriatric nursing, forensic nursing, oncology nursing, neonatal nursing, military nursing. Like, there's so many different branches of nursing, and you may need a master's degree to specialize in those different areas. But if you know you want to be a nurse, then go for it. But if you also do not know what you want to major in, it's okay. Take your time. Figure it out one step at a time. Do not be pressurized to choose a major because your mom or your dad had that same major in college, or because it provides more money than other jobs. I think at some point you actually have to stop thinking about how your job is going to satisfy you financially and start thinking, if my job will make me happy, if I will be happy to wake up every morning to go to work, or if I'm just gonna be tired and sluggish and not want to work. The bottom line is, it's okay. It's okay, girl. It is okay. If you're in desperate need of finding out the right major for you or the right job, I do have some resources that I'm going to link down below. Make sure you check it out. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.